So hey there, this is Sarang. Thanks for stopping by this channel. In this video, I'm going to tell you why there is a huge chance that you're going to gain all of your weight back even if you manage to lose it, and how exactly what measures you should take in order to prevent that. Before we really begin the video and before we really get into the video, let me tell you that this video is something that might upset you or might get a little depressing. Because I'm just going to give you some real tough love that some of you out there need. So this video is going to give you some tough love that you really need, and I'm going to tell you something that if you are an overweight person, you really need to hear this before you try any path, any diet or any strategy out there that claims to make you lose weight. So to start out with, before I really give you the advice that I mean to give you in this video, you need to understand something. So there are a lot of diets out there, there are a lot of strategies out there that works for weight loss, and some of them work really good in making you lose weight, and some of them even make you healthy while this process of weight loss is going on. But you need to understand that your brain, the wiring of your brain and body is in a way that it is going to make sure that you regain all your weight once you lose it. So what I mean by that is there has been a lot of scientific evidence by now that your brain is the thing that controls your body fat, your body weight, and every little factor that influences and decides whether you're going to gain weight or whether you're going to lose weight. So your brain always wants your body weight and your body fat to be at a certain point. So say you are 90 kilograms, what that means is your brain wants your body weight to be at 90 kilograms, and even if you forcefully try to lose weight or gain weight, after a certain while your brain is going to find some way or another to bring all that weight back to that 90 kg set point. So this is basically called the set point theory, and this is very crucial for anyone out there who is trying to lose weight to understand, because this basically changes everything. What this implies is it doesn't matter really what kind of diet you go on or what kind of how much weight you lose. If you don't do it correctly, then you are going to gain all of it back and you are going to be at the same place as before. This is called hard science. There is a lot of evidence suggesting this theory, and it is really widely accepted in the whole obesity research community out there. So if you understand this, then you will also understand that the only way that you can lose weight and keep it off and prevent weight regain and all that kind of thing is if you make your brain lower the body weight set point by default, if you make your brain want to keep your body weight at a lower point. So just keep that in mind while you are going through this video. Scary as it may sound, there is a way by which you can lose all of your weight, and there is a chance that there is a very good chance that you won't ever gain it back again. Before I really tell you the process of it, if you were to really look back at the old prehistoric hunter-gatherer civilizations, scientists basically have studied many hunter-gatherer populations like Hadza and Kitawa, and every one of those hunter-gatherer population is, we have every combination of food out there. There are hunter-gatherer civilizations that eat a lot of sugar, in form of honey. For example, the Hadza eat a ton of honey. Almost 20% of their calories are from honey in the wet season, whereas we have a hunter-gatherer population. It is not hunter-gatherer population, but it is sort of like that. It is called Inuit. They eat only exclusively meat products, no plants at all in the diet. They are almost like carnivorous people. They eat only animals, very low carb ketogenic diet all their life. They have been eating that for centuries and centuries. What I mean is we have every combination of macronutrients, varying type of food groups, varying type of diets out there, and none of these hunter-gatherer populations, even though they have the same circuitry that you have in your brain, none of those people ever get fat. None. almost no person in any hunter-gatherer tribe gets overweight or gets fat in their natural environment until they are placed in a westernized society like America, India. I mean, India is not Western society, but it is sort of now westernized, obviously. So if you place any of these hunter-gatherer people in any of the developing or developed countries, they get fat just like that, without even just like any other person, just like you and me. If you place a hunter-gatherer person in a developing country or in a developed country, he gets fat. Now, the brain circuitry doesn't change, nor does, almost nothing changes except the environment that you're living in. So what I want you to understand in this video is environment where human beings evolved and lived for the majority of the part, the wild, where there was a lot of scarcity of food. We didn't have McDonald's, we didn't have sugar, we didn't have KFC or any of these very, very tasting food. So our brain and our whole circuitry of the body is built in a way to constantly try to maintain weight at a specific point and constantly try to conserve energy. So we are basically meant to live in an environment where there is a scarcity of energy and food. So because of that, our body and brain is built in a way that it is very, very good at conserving energy and managing this whole input and output of energy. So when you take some person, when you take some system that is built to live in such environment and place it in an environment where it can basically have food 24 hours a day without even doing one single movement, without even taking one single step, then it's basically a huge mismatch occurring there. The environment that you're living in is making you fat. So it doesn't matter what kind of diet you go on or what kind of strategy you go on. If you are an overweight person, if you are a fat person, then it's your brain and your whole circuitry, your environment you are living in is built in a way that is going to make you fat again. So what I'm trying to explain to you is, if you are looking at some person, if you are looking at a lean person, for example, who can eat anything and who doesn't gain any weight, that person is basically bad at managing energy and the whole economics of energy and all that kind of stuff. So you are never going to be like that. If you're an overweight person, if you're a fat person living in a developing or developed country, you are absolutely never going to be like that lean person who can eat anything at any quantity he wants and doesn't gain any weight. For all your life, you can find million kinds of ways to lose all your weight, but you will have to follow a certain set of rules and a certain thing that I'm going to tell you now if you want to maintain and keep all your weight off. And that is, if you really want to lose your weight and keep it off, the first thing that you need to do is get out of this mindset that you can get into a diet, lose weight, and get off of your diet. It doesn't work that way. If you are someone who cannot give up sugar, or if you are someone who cannot give up a particular food group, that it's going to be very, very tough for you, because it's going to be almost impossible to lose weight and keep it off. To really lose weight and keep it off, you have to fall in love with the process of eating healthy, being healthy. If you're an overweight person, if you have to have a certain level of obsession with your food. You want to really enjoy when you're eating a spinach salad or when you're eating a kale salad. You really need to get excited that you are getting all those nutrients. You really need to get excited that you're getting this whole nutrition in your body and how it is really going to help you. You just keep looking at healthy food as boring food, then you are just not going to lose weight. Or if you can lose weight but you won't keep it off, you will gain all your weight. What I want you to understand is, take it completely out of your head that you can get into a diet, get off of it, and you're still going to maintain weight. It just does not happen that way. You have to love your food. you have to love the healthy way of eating. You need to, I'm not saying that you cannot ever have a cup of ice cream, or you cannot have a piece of cookie, or you cannot have a something like that. The only thing I'm saying, yeah, you can have all that from time to time. I'm not saying that, and there are many rules for it, and all that kind of stuff, but it should be just, you shouldn't be waiting for that cup of ice cream for the weekend. You shouldn't be looking forward to your cheat day. You shouldn't be looking forward to your cheat meal of the week throughout your whole week. If you are someone who is doing that, then you're just heading on to the wrong path. It's just not going to work that way. So the easiest and the only way to lose weight and to keep it off is to really fall in love with your healthy way of eating. Understand that your whole brain and body circuitry is rigged against you. It's almost impossible for you to be like that healthy, to be like that lean and skinny guy who can eat anything and doesn't gain any weight. It's just unfortunate that these are the circumstances here, but that is how it is. That is the whole truth. You may not like it, and this video might not make a lot of sense. You might have a lot of questions. So I'll be making videos on this topic, on really detail of how your brain regulates your body weight, and what really measures you can take by which you can enjoy the healthy way of eating, and how to really hack your environment by which you will be able to maintain that weight and keep it off. So to stay updated with all of these things, click the subscribe button. If you have liked this video, there's a chance that you might dislike this video because it's kind of upsetting if you're an overweight person. But if you have liked this video, if you have enjoyed or learned anything, then hit the like button. I'm sure you might be having questions. Some of you might be having questions, so you can ask down below in the comment section, and I'll try to answer them. So that is it for this video, and I will see you in the next video.